Watch Levy playing his AMX M4 Revalorisé, which is a French tier 8 medium and premium tank, and he's about to do one of the greatest games I've ever seen with this tank, carrying the shit out of his bad team. Let me explain. First thing first, we need to understand the abilities of the AMX M4 Revalorisé. This tank is basically a Sherman at tier 8 with some special perks. It went through 2 buffs when it comes to the gun, because the first time it was released, it had like 10.5 seconds of reload for 310 or 350 alpha damage, I don't really remember. And after the second buff, that tank went to 8.4 seconds of reload featuring 350 alpha damage. And trust me guys, that was one of the greatest moves from Wargaming, because it made that tank really competitive as long as you know how to play. For the rest of the tank, the mobility is great, and the armor, you don't have any. People will penetrate you on the sides with HE, and even at the front if they have derpy guns like Smash, ISU-152, etc, etc. So be aware of that when you're playing with that tank. For the rest, how you want to play it, it's quite simple, and our friend here is demonstrating it perfectly. You don't want to push through. At the beginning of the game, you want to take an advanced position to maybe sneak 1 or 2 shots to the heaviest crossing. That's what happened with our friend that tried to kill the Tiger P. Unfortunately, his shot did not went through. And for the rest, he's not trying anything stupid. He stays with the rest of his team because the AMX M4 Revalorisé is a tank that really needs support. And to get support, you need to stay close to your allies. Unfortunately here, if you take a look at the map, we have our friend fighting here, but there is also another fight going on right there with pretty much the main forces of his allies and the main forces of the opponents fighting to death on each other's side. Is it going to be a problem? Possibly, because they are getting completely wrecked on the other side of the map. So our friend Levy knows that he has to do it fast. He has to get things done. So he goes for first shot on the SU, sorry. He sees that the guy's reloading. Of course, 8.4 seconds of reload is way better than the ISU, so he has time to sneak in another one, and now he's hiding. He doesn't want to take any shots from that ISU because it would mean losing maybe nearly all his hit points, especially if the SU managed to get a max roll with 1.2k damage with HE, so he stayed in the back. Now he has to deal with a 3 versus 6 situation that is pretty soon gonna transform in a 1 versus 6. So hopefully he's gonna make it. There is the Dracula. He's gonna wait for him, and really good playstyle from him here, trying to sneak a shot on the Dracula. But unfortunately for him, the guy was on the other side of the ridge line. Not a problem. It's not gonna destroy the moral of our friend here, because oh boy, is he about to do one of the greatest games I've ever seen with this tank. So there we go. He's focusing on derpy tanks, and he's doing right, because the problem is with a tank that is that big and that has a huge alpha damage like the ISU-152, you really need to be careful what you're doing. Instead of going for the IS-2 9045 that was full HP, he went for the IS. Really good playstyle here as well, but unfortunately it went in the tracks and not on the tank itself. Yeah, sometimes the gun dispersion is gonna troll you. Not a problem. There is the Emil here that just died, and now 1 versus 6. What's gonna happen? We're gonna find out right now. From 1 versus 6 to 1 versus 5. Is he spotted? It doesn't seem like he is. No, he's not spotted. And unfortunately for him, all his opponents are not one-shot. Usually when you see 1 versus 6 playstyle, everybody is one-shot, and therefore you only have to hide correctly and take them one by one to destroy them all. If I was him, I would focus first on the T-49, and that's exactly what he did. Killing the T-49 will allow him to escape right now. There is the Dracula still coming for him, and he really needs to kill the spotters. In this kind of situation, this is extremely important. If you are a medium tank with a good mobility but no armor, you need to make sure that you're not spotted. Otherwise, here the ISU-152 in the other team is gonna wreck him. So he's gonna try to brain them by making them think that he's running away, but in fact he's coming back to his first position. This is a common thing to do, because as you can see, when you do this kind of stuff, you bait your opponents into thinking that the way is safe, whereas it's not. It worked for the Dracula, and now he only has to deal with some big tanks, the IS-2 and the Tiger P, that are the only heavies that have quite a lot of hit points. So there we go. He sneaks a shot, he sneaks a second one, and luckily for him, I don't even know how this one bounced. I'm just gonna check. Where did he bounce? Maybe in the gun. I think he bounced on the gun, but it's not going to stop our friend. There we go. There is the IS-2. He knows he has to take the shot from the IS and not the IS-2. Is he going to make it? Oh, he has to turn around and use the wreck of our friend right there. Oh, he took the shot. Luckily for him, the IS-2 did not get an HE shell. Otherwise, it was completely done for him. He only has to circle the IS-2 now that the guy is reloading, and boom, that's how you get 6 kills. There is still the Tiger P running around with around 1k damage, 1k hit points, and he needs to be extremely careful about that guy because, yeah, he's a one-shot for him. Ooh, our friend is lucky. Yeah, you don't get a 1 versus 7 game done if you're not a little bit lucky and skilled at the same time. It's a combination of both. He has to bait the guy. There we go for the first shot. Extremely lucky once again. He broke the track. And now the main problem is if you try these kind of things, you are gonna get completely crushed. Our friend is taking quite a lot of risks for 2 reasons. The first one is he wants his 7th kill, but also look at the timer, guys. There is only 1 minute left. So he's gonna wait for the Tiger P maybe to try something or maybe circle him, because if you take a look at the gun on the Tiger P, you will see that the guy is stuck, which implies that he doesn't necessarily knows what he's doing. And I truly love what our friend is doing right there. He baited the Tiger P into going there because from that position, the Tiger P gun depression is not high enough for him to respond back to the 10 degrees of gun depression the Revalorisé has, which implies that our friend can easily sneak all the shots on the Tiger P without the Tiger P being able to do anything. And there we go. Is he gonna make it for the last shot? He's trying not to do anything stupid, and he loaded HE. It's extremely important when you have someone that has less than 10 hit points, regardless of what kind of gun you are using, you always use HE. It's gonna make it. There we go. He's taking the shot with HE, and boom, 7 kills, dealing 4.7k damage. Battle is finished, and you truly deserve the win, my guy. Amazing, that's all I have to say. 4.7k of damage. Obviously, the Ace Tanker, Rising medal, the medal everyone wants to get in World of Tank Blitz. And yeah, let's say it's a one-man army because he literally did the whole freaking job by himself. So yeah, this was the game, the amazing game. And if you want, guys, for those of you curious out there, I'm just going to show you the statistics briefly of the Revalorisé because I have it in my garage. First, that's how I'm equipping it. I'm not going to bother explaining. And for the rest, you have the gun with really good penetration, really good average damage, really good gun dispersion if you use it correctly, and an amazing DPM. 2.4k is quite a lot for tier 8. The mobility, which is really good, 50 degrees per second for the turret. It's 56 for the hull, which implies a great mobility, and a top speed, as you saw during the replay, of 48 kilometers per hour. Definitely a tank everybody should have as long as you are skilled. Definitely not made for new players and average players. If you enjoyed, feel free to subscribe, like, and share, and I'm gonna see you soon for a new video. Bye.